decade. Super Bowl 54 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite. Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
They don't want to waste his outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a deep... offensive setup they'd prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Ebron caught left side. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. And that play, he simply dropped him.
Now back to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, it's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Now Bortles. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Julius Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the first snaps today forthcoming for a relative young buck in the league. Still some stuff to prove.
Brandon, this is a guy who showed a lot of talent early, flashed a lot of potential. Now everyone's waiting for the leap. Where is he going to make his biggest gains, and how will his team benefit from those?
He's going to go deep for Conley. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over. Bortles was accident-prone last year, led the league with 18 picks and an early pick here.
And you know he spent a lot of time in the offseason working on this, thinking about it. It's not that he's not going to throw any. They just hope that that number gets cut down significantly.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. He has Britt over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking left side, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. Quarterback and receiver on the same page, and they beat the man coverage.
Sometimes you get too aggressive as a defense. You go into man coverage. That means you've got to win at the line of scrimmage yourself. On that play, the offense did.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up second down. And this whole line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. In the red zone this time.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down. And here now is the Jaguars' all-time leading scorer in another uniform. He had over 1,000 points with the Jags, Josh Scobie. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. All right, this is a guy that needs no introduction to the league. He has been around quite a while.
And it's good that they have him, because when he looks around his huddle, he may not have guys with the same experience he has. Maybe some of the youngsters, and his veteran leadership should help them along the way.
They begin with a run by Yeldon, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.